Good day, we are Group 3 from 2E1, and today we are going to present a case digest that tackles about an excessive charges made by the petitioner and the delay incurred by the respondents. And this is the case of BPI versus Norman and Angelina Yu with a general register number 184122 dated January 20, 2010. Here are the parties involved. Bank of the Philippine Islands Incorporated as the petitioner, Norman and Angelina Yu, the owners of Tuanson Trading and Tuanson Builders Corporation as the respondents. For the facts and the case, Tuanson Trading and Tuanson Builders Corporation, represented by Norman and Angelina Yu, borrowed separate amounts which totaled to 75 million from Far East Bank and Trust Company. For collateral, they executed real estate mortgages over several of their properties. However, in 1999, they were unable to pay their loans, so they requested a loan restructuring from the previously mentioned bank, which has now merged with Bank of the Philippine Islands. During this period, the used loan balance was 33,400,000 pesos. They restructured loans used the same collaterals, except transfer certificate title 40247, which secured a loan of 1.6 million pesos. Even the loan was restructured, the youth still had difficulties in paying their loans. They also asked BPI to release some of the mortgage land because their total appraised value far exceeded the amount of the remaining debt. BPI ignored the request, so the youth withheld payments of their amortizations.
What happened next? BPI extrajudicially foreclosed the mortgage properties. After this, the use sought by court action against BPI and Magnacraft Development Corporation. The use and Magnacraft entered into a compromise agreement, then the court dismissed the complaint against Magnacraft. On October 24, 2003, the use filed a new complaint against BPI for recovery of alleged excessive penalty charges, attorney's fees, and foreclosure expenses. The notice of the auction sale said that the total was inclusive of interest, penalty charges, attorney's fee, and expenses of the foreclosure. BPI also admitted that Magnacraft submitted the highest and winning bid of 45,500,000 pesos. The bid amount increased because it now included litigation expenses and attorney's fees as well. BPI admitted that it also pushed through with the second auction for the sale of lot in Pili Camarines Sur that secured a remaining debt. These are the use causes of action against BPI.
As an alternative to their three causes of action, the use claimed that BPI was ineligible to claim more than the amount stated in its published notices. Consequently, it must turn over the excess bid of 6 million. Initially, the RTC granted only a partial summary judgment. Reduced the penalty charge of 30% per annum, 12% per annum, but maintained the attorney's fees as reasonable considering that BPI already waived the 1.7 million. That formed part of the attorney's fees and reduced the rate of attorney's fees collected from 25% to 10% of the amount due. The use moved for partial reconsideration. They argued that since BPI did not mark in evidence any document in support of the foreclosure expenses it claimed, it may be assumed that the bank had no evidence to prove such expenses. So please pause to read. So this is the summary judgment. And these are the issues. Ruling. Penalty charge, which is stipulated damages resulting from a breach, falls under items to the finance charge. Finance charge represents the amount to be paid by the debtor incident to the extension of credit. The lender may provide for a penalty clause so long as the amount of rate of the charge and the conditions under which it is to be paid are disclosed to the borrower before he enters into the credit agreement. Here, however, it is not shown that BPI increased the rate of penalty charge that it collected from the use. The consolidated bank ruling declared valid the penalty charges that were stipulated in the promissory notes. What the court disallowed in that case was the collection of a handling charge at the promissory notes. So, closing. So please pause to read.